Hey everyone, David C. Anderson here from the KnifeCenter, but coming at you from the Blade Show. Still have some of my voice left, but we're here to check out some new WE and CIVIVI products with my friend Seth. How are you, sir?
Awesome, David. Always a pleasure.
Good to be here. Hope you guys have had a good show so far.
It's been fantastic. People are excited to be back.
And there's some exciting knives too.
Yeah.
Let's get into it.
Good stuff. Let's talk WE first of all. A couple of new things we got from Ostop Hell. We've got the new Arsenal. It's going to be coming out here very, very soon. You're going to see that hitting dealers in the next couple of months. This is a Tanto frame lock titanium folder. It contains a bunch of design features from Ostap that I really like.
Immediately you see the signature notch there at the back.
In the back. Yep. I love the cutouts in the blade, the G10 overlays. This is a 20 CV steel, full size. Now, can you get your mitts on that one?
I'd say so.
Yeah.
And nice and straight too, so very neutral, all kinds of different hand sizes will feel essentially just the same for everyone, I'd say.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's a very, very comfortable knife. I'm digging this one a lot.
Can't really do the middle finger flick. It's not.
Nope.
You can kind of pinch out and do the thumb open if you like, though, I'd say.
I do really like the clip design. It comes out of the back there with your little glass breaker on the end. Really super clean, reversible.
And very deep carry as well.
Very deep carry.
Yeah, it's going to be solid. Did you mention the steel on this?
20 CV.
20 CV. Very cool.
Yep.
About 3.6-ish?
What did we say?
Something like that?
Yeah, 3.5.
Very nice.
Yep.
Very nice. I like it. And one of those Tanto shapes that's not too Tanto-y.
Yep.
So some of the non-Tanto people out there, it's got some good crossover appeal.
Exactly.
Very
good
cool.
call there. I really like one of the kind of finer details. I love that pivot collar that matches the inlay on there. So no matter which color you're going to get, you've got that little bit of pop of color right there around the pivot.
Very nice.
Really, really nice. Really clean design here by Ostap.
Yeah, open and closed. Very cool.
And then next from Ostap, we've got the Quark, which I think is a fun name for it. And take a look at that little guy. We've got carbon fiber, titanium, M390, all in a bite-sized package.
Bite-sized, yeah. Don't put it in your mouth, people.
Disclaimer.
It's not actually bite. It's bite-sized, but don't bite it. Very interesting.
It's a magnetic sheath there, so it kind of pops back up into place. Great little knife to just hang onto all the time, right? It's your little box cutter, whatever. Fun little design.
Yeah. Neck carry obviously is what you're setting it up for, but like little fifth jeans pocket or any other small space like that. Very interesting. And compound grinds on such a little thing too.
Yeah. It's so funny. We've had that out over the show, and every time somebody picks it up, they pull it open and just immediately smile. It's like a smile maker. Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah. All right, next up from WE Knife, we've got a really exciting new collaboration. We teased this a little bit right before the show, but this is a brand new design collaboration with WE and Alan Elishewitz.
Fantastic.
Take a look at that guy.
Alan is such a good guy, and he has such distinctive designs too.
Yeah. So we've got a couple of different blade styles that this is going to come in. You've got that drop point there, and then you've got this with the compound grind that's a recurved Tanto-ish. The size on this thing is perfect for your everyday carry. It's got we're doing a reversible pocket clip. This is still prototype phase.
Sure.
We're looking at throwing in an extra clip with it, and then recessing that so that it's truly reversible with an additional clip.
So rather than like a straight clip like this, something that follows the lines a little bit differently, or
no, one that we're going to have a cutout on both sides, and then an extra clip that would be the left-handed, because you can see that this
right it follows the arc a little bit.
So it would follow the arc on both sides.
Cool.
Yeah, that's probably what we said earlier.
Yeah. It's Sunday. It's day 3. It's been a long weekend.
Yeah.
But it's great. We got. I like this too. This red micarta looking thing here.
Yeah. So
red micarta. It's day 3. My English is not so good.
so it's actually a G10. It is a. I don't know exactly which colors they're going to come in yet.
Okay.
So again, we're still kind of working through that. I do believe he's going to have a fully blacked out version and then a couple of different color combinations. And we're yet to see what those are. One of the things that I really love about this knife, though, is how the back spacer turns into your little...
your impact point there at the back.
Yep, exactly. I think that design is really, really smooth, and I just really like that. Along with the blade shape, you can get a middle finger flick on that fuller there.
It's challenging me. You know I suck at this. Hey! But yeah, with the fuller there, you're right. You do get a little purchase. You could do the thumb open with that as well. You don't even need to pinch it to do it. You can get started just the thumb. Oh, I did it a second ago. There we go. Sunday, you guys. No, that is really cool. That's a nice shape. Very Elishewitz. I mean, absolutely.
Awesome knife. It's going to be 20 CV, titanium, and G10 and all that. And this one's going to come in at a MAP price right around $250.
Okay.
So an Elishewitz design with those materials, $250. I think we got a winner here.
Yeah, I like it. It's very nice.
All right, let's move on to some CIVIVI stuff. We have some new versions of the Elementum that were never even announced or shown until the show here. We came out with some Tanto versions, and we've got a copper, brass, and dark brown micarta available there.
It's almost a burlap texture there, but not quite, I guess. Yeah, I really dig that. It's got a good feel, especially. And you folks have seen their finishes on these copper and brass pieces. Always turns out really nice looking. Got almost that pre-distressed look going on.
Yeah, this color, this style, the brass and the copper are always head turners. You know, we get people going along the table and they always stop and go, "Ooh, what's that?" So these are a hit.
Continuing to expand the Elementum there. Materials, are we still D2 on these?
Still D2 on these, yep.
And it's roughly the same price point
as
the original?
Yes, this is going to be right around...
materials, you know,
exactly.
cost
right around $55
Okay.
and then $68 on the brass and copper.
Very awesome, very awesome. Cool to see that that line continuing to expand. Very nice.
All right, now some new exciting stuff from CIVIVI. Expanding on the new buttons that we started out with the button lock Elementum. Well, we've got a couple new button locks. We've got the Cogent here, that is a button lock flipper.
The action on this, I was flipping this beforehand, is really nice. And unlike the button lock Elementum, you don't have to press the button to release the blade. It's not trapped in until you press that, which is good because it's a flipper.
Exactly. Yep, so we've got the button lock, button release, and flipper tab.
Really good action, as you guys can see. It's got, you know, exactly what you'd want from something like this. Prototype stage right now, though, you said, right?
Stage.
So materials maybe still a little bit in fluctuation?
Yeah, the prototypes are in D2. I can't tell you if that's for certain what will come in.
Sure.
But these will be available later on in the year, and we'll get you more information when we get it.
Awesome. Great blade shape, almost a full flat grind there, thin enough blade steel, so this is definitely going to be a good slicing knife. And a big enough handle. I mean, I've got all 4 of my fingers on there so it's just about right for a general purpose EDC. Nice recess, or not a recess, but a deep carry pocket clip there as well.
Clip.
Yeah, people are going to love this action.
Yeah.
That's excellent.
That's good.
That is excellent. And on top of that, useful. I love that blade shape. That's excellent. All right.
Awesome. So next to that, a little bit smaller, but following the same vein, we've got a button lock thumb stud, in the altus. Now this one, like I said, it's a little bit smaller. If you compare it to the Elementum, your blade size is about the same, handle size is about the same. So we're kind of in that size range.
So coming in that nice 3-inch EDC size that people like, yeah.
Nice lightweight. Again, we've got that deep carry pocket clip. Again, the prototype has D2 steel. We'll let you know if that's the final steel that's used in it or not. But the thumb stud action on it is really good, as you would expect.
Yep.
Everything here runs on cage ceramic bearings.
Sure. Yeah, no, the action, like I said, the action is what people are going to want. And another excellent blade shape, too, on that guy. Very, very useful little design. That's exciting. Yeah, those button locks are going to be a hit for sure.
They're absolutely going to be a hit, and we're hoping that we can make enough of them.
Should we be expecting these before the end of the year, you think, or is it still a little further out?
It's possible that they could push until January, but that should be the very latest.
Okay.
So I'm expecting them this fall.
Excellent. Fantastic.
All right. We've got a new Justin Lundquist design. This little guy has been a big hit at the show. Again, follows, you look at it and you know it's a Lundquist right away.
Absolutely.
Top flipper, front flipper.
Let's see. Ah! There we go.
It's so funny. The front flippers, they're all a little bit different.
Some like
just a little bit of
some
practice.
like the index flick, but yeah, that actually is quite easy once I'm using my thumb there.
There you go.
It feels really good.
It's a nice lightweight design, just a little blade on there. Again, great for your everyday carry. Super deep pocket clip there as well.
The micarta is nice. Prototype again, so D2 in the proto, but could change.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Not exactly sure what we're gonna have there.
I think that'd be good in the 14C28N. I'm just gonna put it out there.
I'll let them know.
I'll just put it out there. I think that might be a good choice for that one. I like that nice slender shape to there. Yeah, great small utility, compact. Could even do some really good gentleman's knife versions of this, I think. Good platform for something like that.
Yeah, I'm excited to see all of the different scale options, that we actually end up with for the production.
Yeah, that's going to be really nice.
Yep. Okay, next we have some new stuff from Jim Young's collaborations. You're familiar with the Synergy 2
Absolutely.
that we started with, then the Mini Synergy, which were both Wii knives, right? Okay, now we have the Synergy 3, which is a CIVIVI version. Follows all of the same styling, right, with the upswept blade and the Tonto options.
Obviously, you're not going to get the integral construction
Not
at a
integral.
CIVIVI price point. Yeah.
Not integral. We got G10 handles and a layered carbon fiber G10. Really cool.
You still get the swells this way, though. Maybe not quite as dramatic, but you still get that nice ergonomic feel in the hand. It feels excellent, actually.
Yep.
Yeah, quite good.
I like how he's got the liner nested.
Yep.
And just fantastic action, just like the other Synergies.
Just like we expect from a CIVIVI.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Very cool.
So there will be about 4 different color options available, and like I said, the 2 different blade
With
options
the 2 blade
available.
shapes, of course, yeah.
And I believe we're going Nitro V on this one.
That'll be good. So for those of you familiar with like the original Synergy, even before the Synergy 2 was back in 98, 99, I want to say. First integral aluminum knife on the market with this original blade shape, the upswept blade. You guys added the Tonto to the mix. Yeah. Very comfortable.
Yeah.
Very comfortable. Yeah. Very nice.
All right. Should we talk fixed blades?
I think that's a
what's
wonderful idea.
That's what we've got left on the table. We have a new design from Bob Terzuola. Trying to make sure I pronounce that right.
We all just call him Bob T.
Bob T.
Yeah.
Bob Terzuola. He was by the booth today or yesterday, and I went over his name with him.
Nice.
So this one's called the, what do we call it? The Tamashi, based off of the traditional Japanese design.
Almost traditional Quaken-ish in a way.
Quaken-ish.
Yeah, a little bit. But no, we got a really nice blade shape here. Excellent slicer with that trailing point going on. And the handles are really nicely done. Man, I know it's 2 pieces, but it almost looks like a single piece. I can barely find that seam there at all.
Yeah, you wouldn't know it if you didn't know it.
Yeah. Man, so smooth, so finely finished. Of course, a little more comfort too, because you don't have the steel touching your skin in cold weather. That could be an advantage there. Nice thumb ramp, yeah.
Yep, a little bit of jimping up top if you get your thumb up that far. Comes with a really nice Kydex sheath that also features Bob's T-clip. So a fully adjustable, you can flip that around for scout carry. Put it on your backpack without, or your belt without taking it off. Just opens right up. Down.
And guys, these are available separately as well at the KnifeCenter for only a couple bucks.
Yeah.
Like the price on them, if you don't like spending money on some of the higher priced versions of this, it's same whole pattern as like the Blade Tech Lock for $3, $4, $5, something like that. It's a really good deal on those. But no, the design here too is pretty versatile. I mean, it has a little bit of that Terzola like tactical look to it, but it's going to be a nice skinner, nice everyday slicer. You can do a lot with that knife for sure.
Yeah, this is a really nice addition to our lineup that kind of expands on our fixed blade lines with a little bit new style. We're really excited to have this design in the lineup.
Excellent. And next we have my favorite genre, the pocket fixed blade. We have another prototype here. Tell me a little bit about that guy.
All right, this little guy, just a little tiny 9CR, 18 MOV, chunk of sharpness. Comes with your little Kydex sheath and belt clip.
Nice.
All right.
I hope you keep that pocket clip there because that is pretty nice.
I hope
that makes it through the prototyping stage.
I want to say that this is actually a production.
Oh, is it?
This is a production version, so we are going to see this as it is.
Excellent.
And it's going to be available here within the next month. I can't remember if it's June 20th or July 20th. Anyway, this is going to be here available very, very soon.
Nice.
This little guy, it's an Ostop design as well. So we've got we have 3 things on the table from
Yeah.
do we 3, 2 or 3? Anyway, he's been doing a lot of good stuff with us this year. It's been really really fun.
That's really nice. Just enough edge. Yeah. Very, very cool.
Just enough edge.
Good retention, pocket clip.
Yeah.
Love it.
And it'll
That's
be available
fantastic.
in black as well. So a couple of different options there.
Very nice. Very nice. Excellent. Well, I think that's all we have on the table here.
That's our new lineup that was basically debuted and released here at the show.
Fantastic. Folks, if a lot of this stuff, like I said, is still in prototype stage or coming soon, we'll make sure to leave links below to take you over to the We Knife and CIVIVI pages at the Knife Center. And as always, keep sticking around for even more great Blade Show coverage. Seth,
Thanks, David.
thank you very much.